for the people who are looking at this problem, right? So what we're going to do here is the performer earns 120 when 8 people attend, right? So you've got 8 people here and they attend. I kind of like to draw like this arrow over here, kind of makes things clear. They earn 120, right? And now when 20 people attend, so what do you do here is you're going to write down 20 here, and then I draw an arrow, and then I write X. That's the amount of money that's being asked, right? 8 people, you earn 120. 20 people, you earn dollars, right? I get rid of this dollars, and then I get rid of these arrows. Oops, sorry about that. I get rid of these arrows here, right? And what I'm going to do here is I put a line, right? Now it becomes a ratio, right? Now it becomes a ratio. And once it's a ratio, this is a massive thing. You are just going to cross multiply. You're going to cross multiply. So cross multiply this and see. And those of you who are solving this second problem here, over here, remember, all you can do here is plug in a number first, okay? Plug in 5. Plug in 5 here, and then plug in 2 here, right? So if A is 5 and D is 2, and try to solve this first, then things are going to become so easy, right? 5 apples cost $2, right? The 20 apples cost how much, right? Same old thing. Now you convert it to A apples cost D dollars, right? And so 20 apples cost how much? And do the cross multiplication here, guys, okay? Okay? All right, for those who are looking at this problem here, we're going to cross multiply. So you got 8 times x, right? So you're going to write down 8 times x, right? 8 times x is equal to 20 times 120, right? 20 times 120. That's your basic cross multiplication. If you're having trouble with this, I've got another session coming up about ratios, okay? So 8x is equal to 20 times 120, right? And now you can just divide by 8 on both sides here. Right? You divide by 8, you can get rid of this, right? So x is equal to 20 times 120 divided by 8. Let's do it in the calculator, right? Right? 20 times 120 divided by 8, and that gives you the value of 300, right? So that's why this is your correct answer, right? Remember, what we've done here, it's 2 steps. The first step, guys, the first step here is that you're gonna, whoops, sorry about that, I messed it up over here. Remember, the first step over here is you are gonna write down the ratio. Remember, writing down the ratio is important. So 80, 120, right? So 8 and 120. 8 people attend, you get 120. And so 20 people attend, you get how much? How much is always written as x, right? Now, this is, of course, the ratio. I'm pretty sure you remember it. All you got to do is you got to cross multiply and set the equality. Your 8x is equal to 120 times 2, right? So, okay, perfect. So well done, guys. And those who are solving this problem now, right? I'm going to give you the video, right? You're going to get the video recording, but don't focus on the video recording. I usually keep it a secret and give this only at the end, right? But today's session is especially important, and there's a very high chance you might not get all of it, but that's okay. Just drink up how much ever you can and then watch the video later, okay? So those who are just finishing this problem, I've already explained this problem over here, so you can watch the video and then see it. It's around about 40 minutes into the session, okay? So how do you do this? Same deal, okay? What I told you, remember, anytime you have variables here, just plug in numbers, life becomes so easy, right? And now AX is equal to 20D. And so X is going to be, I just take A over here, right? So 20D over here, and that's why B is the correct answer, okay? So remember, variable problems look super easy. I've got tons of these problems for you. So look at the practice problems I'm going to send at the end of the session, right? So remember, once again, we have these session, right? We have this instruction over here, right? All of these topics are covered one by one, and the people who are answering it, they've attended this, and that's why they're able to answer so amazingly, okay? And then remember, there's also a bonus class, right? 2 days or 1 day before August 29th, I'm gonna have a bonus class, right? We're gonna review all of the important formulas. We're gonna look at the cheat sheet, right? I've got a cheat sheet over here. Let me just show you the cheat sheet real quick. So I'm gonna send you the recording, right? And then there's a cheat sheet piece over here. Okay, just don't focus on the cheat sheet and I think you just need to solve the problems more. But here's the cheat sheet. Okay, so it's got the most important formulas right over here, like the factoring, right? You've got the percents, what formulas you need for percents, right? The algebra parts, the probability, right? All of these are over here, stats, right? What's the median mode, etc. Just something to review on the last day, right? Circles, right? We've done circles, a massive topic. Functions we did recently, linear functions we did recently, y is equal to mx plus b. All of these topics are super important. So all this cheat sheet is for my subscribers. And coming back, so remember, this is like 10 hours. I'm telling you 10 hours, but it's much more than that, right? And your membership is going to last for months and months. In case you ever want to watch again, right, just email me and give it, I'll give the session to you again for free, right, for my subscribers. And then after the session's over, here's what we do, right? So we have 1 hour. Let's say it was percents, today's word problems, but let's say you have percents and exponents, right? You watch my techniques, right? You solve these problems, then you receive practice problems, right? And then you take, basically, you on the practice problems, right? You take the test, and then you email me if you have any questions. And if you have questions, and many of you have done that, right? I give you the answers already, but if you have further questions, right, just email me and then we can discuss more. Then we cover the next hour, we cover the next lesson, and then I give you the test, and this continues on. And then once this is over, it starts all over again. So if you ever missed it, you can again come back, right? It's like a cycle, folks. So we are right over here, right? Word problems. Then we're probably going to start one of these topics again, right? And then we're going to continue. And then in the middle, I also put in some extra pieces, like the reading section is going to come in shortly. SAT hacks is going to come in, like all the shortcuts I combine and then give you a session on that. Then we also do practice problems, just pure practice, right, of all of these. So there's tons of it. I'm just advertising it as 20 hours because otherwise I would have to advertise it like 50 hours. That would scare people away. So you need at least 20 hours, right? And it's pretty much 3 or 4 times a week, right? So all of this, right? And the price for this is $95 right over here, right? It's $95. It was originally $395, but now it's $95, right? So that's the thing. And some people are asking me how they can join. And so I'm just gonna post this. Bear with me, and then we'll move on to the next session, folks. Here's the link for you to join in. Okay, this is where you sign up. Okay, so once you click on this link, right? Once you click on this link, you go over here. You can show this link to your parents, right? I'm pretty sure they love it. Many parents have emailed me saying, "Wow, my students are actually studying," right? So that's a good thing. Just show this to your parents, and they're gonna say, "Oh, yeah, take it," right? So all you got to do is, if you like the session, just take this link and give it to your parents, forward it to them, and they can pay it over here. All you got to do here is click, right? It's just a one-time fee, just one-time fee. It's amazingly inexpensive, right? Compared to the other sessions. Other people are not teaching you as well, and they're charging thousands of dollars there, right? So, and then put in your credit card, and then you're ready to go, right? And then you get emails from me every second day. All right, so let's move on now. Let's move on to the next part of the puzzle, folks. Let's move on to the next part of the puzzle, okay? For those of you who've solved this, right? For those of you who've solved this problem, let's try a slightly harder problem. Okay. Let me see if I have enough time to cover everything. Actually, we're running out of time. So let's move on to the next piece, folks. We are going to talk about a super important, quick way of conversions. Okay. Yes, you can get the cheat sheet. You can get the cheat sheet. Those who are without, who don't want to subscribe. But guys, just getting the cheat sheet and staring at it, you're not going to get anything. You won't be able to remember any formula. I guarantee you. What you got to do is come here, right? Sign up, and then you should be able to solve the problems, right? Otherwise, you're not going to be able to apply this cheat sheet to the problems, right? This is the cheat sheet. I can send it to you. You're not going to be applied. It's just going to be some numbers, and you're going to be super confused because you don't know where what is. It's like a 16-page cheat sheet over here, right? So there's a lot of information, and it makes sense to people who have taken classes with me, okay? And the more important idea is do the hands-on practice. Okay, but to answer your question, yeah, I can send it to people who want it. All right, so now try to solve this problem. And I'm going to show you how to solve it, but try it your way. Yes, this is the next type of a problem. Yes, thanks for asking me. This is the new type of problem. This is the convergence type of problem. Okay, this is the convergence, unit convergence. Okay, you're converting one unit to the other, and I'm going to show you this is actually a SAT problem. Okay, so pay attention to this. All right, this is actually a SAT problem. So we're going to do that. Well done. Some people are doing it. Jasmine, nicely done. Right, I'm going to explain to you. Let's think about how you're going to do this. Okay, so try this. Well done, well done. Well done. Well done, Anne-Marie, Jasmine. Excellent job, Martin. Well done. All right, so now, guys, pay attention to what I'm showing you, okay? This could add another 15 points, right? We're trying 15, 15, 15, 15 here, right? So remember, you were asked 75 Roman digits, right? So I've just written down these formulas. Look, the PES, whatever it is, I don't know what it is, right? A room is equal to 11.65. I just wrote this down. One PES is 11.65. Then I've also written down it is equivalent to 16 Roman units, right? Called digits. So that same thing, one PES is 16 digits over here, right? And then I've written down 12 inches is 1 foot, right? Over here. And now you asked, what is 75 Roman digits? So remember, guys, pay attention now. If you're trying to solve this problem, hold off and watch what I'm doing, okay? It's so easy to think about it, okay? So you've got, once you understand this, life becomes so easy. You don't have to think a lot, right? Just work on this. I'm giving you the magic method of this, solving this problem. So they're asking you 75 digits, right? Is how much? Now, look at it over here. From 75 digits, you need to convert it to feet, right? From 75 digits, you need to convert this unit to feet, right? How are we going to do that? Here's how you do it. You put a line below this, right? Then you put a multiplication sign. And because you got a digit here, right? You're just going to put a digit over here. Okay, you're just going to put a digit right over here. Okay, remember, you start with 75 digits because they're asking you what is 75 digits, and you put it over here, put a 1, and then multiply it. Okay, now you got a digit here, right? Now go look where there's a digit here. This is the only place where there's a digit written down, right? So all you're gonna do is you're just gonna write down this equation right over here. 16 digits in the denominator and 1 PES in the numerator, right? Because 1 PES is 16 digits, right? So I can multiply the numerator and denominator by an equivalent quantity. So that's what I'm doing. And now the digit is gone from the face of the earth, right? So the digit is gone and you're now converted 75 digits to PES, right? Now, look what I'm gonna do over here. I cancel this. Now, convert this PES to inches, right? How do I do that? One more time, I'm gonna put a PES over here, right? But now that's the inches. So I want to cancel this PES, right? So I'm just going to put 1 PES is 11.65 inches, right? And now the PES is gone and this guy's gone. So what do you got? Remember, you had digits. You did something. You got rid of the digits. You got PES. Now you canceled the PES. You got inches, right? Now, how do you do inches, right? So remember, and then this one is gone, right? And you're only left with inches here. So remember, you're going to put inch here and you're going to put 12 in the bottom, right? And 1 foot in the top, right? And the inches are gone. And magically, you get feet over here, right? Which is what they're asking, how many feet, right? So let's write this down a little bit better. I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna squeeze this a little bit here to the left, and then I'm just gonna write this down as 75 over 1 multiplied by 1 over 16, right? Remember, the units are all gone now, okay? Times 11.65 over 1 times 1 foot over 12, right? So you've got these fractions. Now, all you got to do is just multiply them, right? So you've got 75 times 1 times 11.65, right? So divided by 1, you can ignore, right? Because it's just a 1, 16 times 12, right? So let's see what that comes out to. Okay, so if you want, let's do it in the calculator. 75 times 11, right? 11.65. That's 75 times 11.65 is 873.75. 873.75 divided by 16 times 12. 16 times 12. That's easy, right? 192. Right, 192. And now you're gonna divide these two guys, right, in the calculator, and you're gonna get 4.55. Okay, so that's the answer. Well done, well done. Excellent job, Jasmine. Nice done. You're the first one to get it. Anne-Marie, Martin, Jovina, Safia, Dev, well done. Okay, so remember what you do here, right? You start from the digits and then you go to the feet, okay? If you're having trouble, guys, watch this again. Right? It's going to be important for you to just watch this one more time, okay? And those who are able to do this, there are a few other problems here. A super similar problem should probably be, yeah. Now that was one of the SAT problems, right? So that problem is actually yes, that's the SAT problem. Right? So remember, this is an important part. It's the unit conversions. Okay, so that's another word problem. Again, we have covered something like this before. Okay, in our ratios and rates section. Okay, so watch that section as well. Now let's do these important problems. Okay, again, this should be easy for you. Okay, that was ratios. Now we are moving on to rates. Okay, so I'm showing you all of the important pieces that you need to know. Okay. So here you are. Okay. Okay, try this one. Now this is a different part of the word problem. Okay, this is an assorted session, right? Not like the other sessions that we've done. It's a mixed session because we're focusing on different parts of the word problems. So work on this. This is the rate section. This should be easy for most of you. Well done, CG. Yes, that's it. Jasmine, Jovina, Griffin, awesome. Yes, and remember, they're asking for the closest distance. Sometimes you'll get an answer and then sorry about that, I'm loading in another problem. That's why it's grayed out a little bit, it's darkened. Remember, there's, if you get an answer, remember they're asking you closest, right? So you got to read a little bit carefully, but I think most of you are getting it. Some of you are getting like 437. So well done to me. Well done, Safia's, Anne-Marie. Excellent, Lucia. Nicely done, Lucia. So well done, Lucia. Sorry, I mispronounced your name, probably. Sorry about that. So Martin, there you are. Okay, excellent. So remember, all of these ideas, right, are here. It's closest. So some of you might be getting 437 point something, but remember, it's closest. So the closest is 450, right? So I think this problem is easy, right? And those who have